My background is messed up in Mexico and living on refried dreams.
Hey everybody, who's ready for some fun on Friday?
Hey Rick, hi, how's everyone doing on the web?
Hey, country music references for the win!
Welcome everybody to BYOI.
Who's on mute?
You guys, Jared's on mute because we're having fun here.
Good evening, and good evening. Welcome all of you to Bring Your Own Improv. We're so glad you can come out here this evening. We're all going to have a good time, and we know you are too. Whether you're out there in the Zoom room or out in YouTube, hello and on YouTube, and three other people that are out there. So really great to see you guys there. A couple of quick announcements just to make sure that you're safe in your environment. If there is an emergency in your environment, please use the closest exit. Please do not worry about us. We are not really there. We will be okay. I can't speak to any of your devices in your home. Bathroom, we're sure you have one. If you do need to use the show, don't worry, you can. Please don't bring your device with you as it may cause an awkward situation. But remember, if you missed something on there, you can always go back on YouTube and watch it later so you won't feel like you left out. So leave that device where it needs to stay and take care of yourself first. The chat feature is a very important part of Bring Your Own Improv because it's how we get suggestions from you and it's how we get the feedback. We can't hear you laugh, but we can see your laugh faces. That chat feature is going to be important because you're going to go ahead and click on that button. It's going to open the chat over here, or if you're on YouTube, that chat will be over here as well. And you can actually put in suggestions. So like right now, if I asked you, write in a shape that is not a triangle, square, or circle into the chat feature, go ahead and click on that and add something in there and see what kind of things you get. On YouTube, you can do that too. About a 7 to 10 second delay, so I will eventually see it. So feel free to pop in there for that. Yeah, that's where you can handle that. Guys, my name's Daniel. I'm going to be hosting the show this evening. I'm not the funny one. I just make it work, but I brought 6 really funny people, and they're all here for you. We've got Mallory.
Wait, I'm funny?
Tim. Tim.
Hello, I'm hilarious.
Candace.
Hey, sorry my background turned its camera off tonight.
Ian.
It suddenly got cold.
Jared.
I won't do the whole show on mute.
And Audrey.
That's me. Welcome, everybody.
Cool. And of course, the last important part of our show, we have our Fam Cup.
Fam
Cup.
This is the exact moment where Daniel realizes since he doesn't host very often and didn't put anybody's name in the Fan Cup, it makes things a little bit more difficult. So he's going to go for, since it seems like there are all regulars here in the audience, he's going to go with whoever puts their name in the chat, and that's going to be the fam tonight, where the first is, and it looks like it's Corey. So Corey, you're a fam tonight. Look at that, speed of the typing. So let's get you in here. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, Daniel. How you doing, man?
I'm all right, but you know what? There's 2 even better people that are going to be interviewing tonight, and I'm going to let them handle that.
Do it.
Hey, Corey. How you doing? Thanks for being such an awesome fan. I see you're wearing the t-shirt today.
Thank you, Tim.
How's everything going?
Everything's going fine.
Awesome. What I got a question for you. Where's your favorite place to eat?
TGI Fridays.
TGI Fridays. All right. Do you have a specific meal you like to get there?
Oh, they're nice, delicious, juicy burgers. I love them.
Rare to well. What's your setting?
Well done.
Done. All right. Well, I do enjoy a good burger and fries, especially with cool people. So who do you typically go to TGI Fridays with? Like, who's that cast of characters?
Well, Mallory, I think I like to try to go to Fridays whoever comes with me on Saturdays. Like I have I'm with this guy Chris. who's on with me on Saturday.
Chris. All right. Do you have a descriptive word for Chris? Like, is he tall? Any?
He's bald. He has not as long as a beard like me, but
Bald and got a beard. Perfect.
yeah.
Oh, do you have a favorite server at TGI Fridays?
I don't even know who serves there because the one in Warwick closed.
Oh, that's too bad. Okay. All right. So, where's your second favorite place to eat then? And do you know?
I like a bunch of different places. I like Cello's. I like sometimes I like Johnny Rockets. Sometimes I like even Five Guys too.
That's a really good blend of restaurants.
And Red Robin as well. And that's where I used to go before I went to a show at Improv every single time.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
It's awesome having that tradition. I have a home tradition. I'm currently trying to rename all of the appliances in the kitchen because the fridge has a nickname, but nothing else gets the same amount of love. So if you could rename one appliance in your kitchen, what would you rename it to? And what item was it originally?
I will call it Corey's famous toaster.
That would be the little toaster?
That little toaster.
Awesome.
What if you had like the primary antagonist in your kitchen? What, like, maybe there's a particular machine there that's a little bit difficult to use. What would you call? What is it, and what name would you give it?
I would give it the toaster that likes to sometimes play music.
A music playing toaster. Really confusing because it's supposed to toast, but it plays music. I get that. That's frustrating.
I wish that was real.
It would be nice because then you could have you could have like a smart speaker with it too, but then confusing as well.
Yeah, it would be. I'm feeling pretty good question wise. How you feeling, Tim? You got any other questions for Corey?
You got a favorite song? You got a favorite artist you're listening to recently in music?
I think I told Chrissy this before. Me and her had in common, we like Billy Joel together.
Billy Joel. All right. That's some good flavor right there.
Thanks, Corey. We really appreciate that. Thanks for being our fan for this. And little did you know, we actually already knew what happens in your day, and we're going to tell you about it in a game we like to call Day in the Life, where we're actually going to see what your day is like. Now, Corey, I'll ask you one quick question, and you can pop in real quick. Who is going to play you for this particular game?
I would choose Jared.
Jared, you're right. Jared is going to play you for this particular thing. Also, I think there's one of the things with the volume turned up too loud on you, Corey. We can hear us through your feed. Cool. So Jared is Corey, and Jared is waking up in the morning. So he's going to, let's pop him on the screen here so we can see him. And there he is. And I'll get myself out of there. So Jared has woken up in the morning, and he's greeted by his favorite two friends, his toaster named Fridge and his fridge named Toaster. And they're both going to greet him with a morning song. And that was played by Mallory and Candace.
Hey, Toaster Fridge and Fridge Toaster, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Homer had a wonderful sleep. Here, have some toast.
I love getting music first thing in the morning. And the only thing I love more than my toaster and fridge singing to me are my toaster and fridge when they're coming up with a good morning rap to sing for me. Boy, that would really make my day.
Wow, That sounds
Um,
like a great idea.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Well, it's your morning, having some toast. Hope your day turns out to be the most.
So you got out of bed and you made sure not to bonk your head. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
it
is
was
so good. I love being alive. But you know what? I had a crazy dream last night. In my dream, I was riding a horse out in the desert. And it kind of makes me want my toaster and fridge to sing me a country music song. Oh, that would be so groovy.
Well, I guess we could do that too.
I think we could do that, partner.
Hold on, let me get my little. Actually, let me get the washboards out. I gotta play the washboards, all right?
A
So
washboard
we're gonna-
this morning.
All right. So I took a ride in my pickup truck, put my dog in the back of it. We had a fun time. And
Driving on the country roads in a pickup truck with my favorite dog, horses in the pastures, lots of fun out in the Midwest.
Now, that was really an interesting way to start your morning, but you left your toaster and your fridge behind, and you read up with your friend Chris. And what's really crazy about what you guys decided to do is you decided to go to TGIF Fridays, but only on Saturdays, because for some reason TGIF Friday was only open on a Saturday. So Ian's your friend Chris, and the two of you are there. You've finally been seated. There you are, and that's when your favorite server, Audrey, comes up, known as the girl who's about to get fired because the whole place is going to close the second you leave. Thank God she can serve some of the best burgers. Let's learn all about that.
Well, it's always fun to be here, although a little confusing when they come up with the empty name tags on their shirts.
That's because I have no name. I have no identity outside of my service to you. What would you like to order?
Well, we got to have the burgers.
Burgers! Hey, when Bald Chris wants a burger, we're all getting burgers here, okay?
Enthusiasm registered. Is there any particular way that you would like these burgers to be cooked?
I like my burgers like I like my water sources. Well, done.
And I like my burgers like I like my scalp, shaved.
Understood. Registered responses. I will throw these into the fire pit that I have created in the middle of the TGI Fridays restaurant. I hope that you will join me around the bonfire for a campfire song.
Chris, is it me? Or does our server seem a little, I don't know, robotic?
No, I think that was a little strange. They're getting weirder here all the time.
As soon as they started having TGI Fridays only open on Saturdays, everything just seemed to get weird and wacky. Now we've got robot servers. A bonfire right there. Like, that's got to be against fire code.
Now, it was at this point your burger was served to you, Corey, but it was actually the burger of it contained all the souls of all the different burgers you've ever eaten at every burger restaurant you've ever been to, whether it's Red Robin or Five Guys or here at TJF. And they all wanted to tell you how they felt right now in this moment, staring up at you as your food, you know, because your food has a soul and voice too.
I have come to tell you about your Red Robin experience and your TGI Fridays on a Saturday. Ooh.
You know, it's funny. I thought a bonfire was weird, but this one definitely is weirder.
Ooh, you said well done, maybe too well done. Ooh.
I think a little steak sauce ought to quiet him down.
No.
You know what? I don't come here for the guilt, okay? I don't need more guilt when I'm eating this greasy burger.
You come here for the burger.
And scene. So now we have the pre-Christmas carol, the burger carol, all for you, Corey. Think about that next time before you bite into that beautiful burger. It's just Tim looking up at you going, no, the burger. I may have ruined burgers for Corey for the rest of his life. Who knows? But we know that we're going to have some fun. Right, Corey? All right, fantastic. Folks, we are here for you for 2 more Fridays, tonight and then next week. And then we're going to be on break. So we hope that you get to come to both shows and enjoy them. And thank you guys so much for supporting us through this season. It's been a heck of a crazy season 13, but it seems to make sense. I mean, you know. Also, during this season, we've been doing these shows for you for free, but we're also pay what you can, which means if you think our show has value and something that's important to the community, we ask that you go ahead and make a donation. Some of you out there have. By the way, Sherry, we love you. We love you. We love you. Just want to let you know, Sherry, you're awesome. And so if you're able to make a donation like Sherry has or like Kristen has, simply use one of our 2 things, either a Venmo for Bring Your Own Improv or a PayPal, the BYOI. Even if you're watching this sometime in the future on YouTube, those links still work. If you want to support the arts, and we appreciate it, pay what you think we are worth. And it does look like I have ruined burgers for them. Well, that's okay. I haven't ruined comedy. Not yet. That's why I'm not performing right now. So I like to move on from that the best way I can, usually by catching the trolley. Trolley's kind of like a bus, but fancier and sometimes on a track. A trolley is also going to game we're going to play called Trolley Stop, in which we're going to have 2 people at the trolley stop, and one person is going to be the neutral character. The second person who enters is going to create some sort of really kind of crazy big character. I mean, as big as we can be on Zoom. And then they're going to have to, the person who's neutral there has to then become just like the first character. So if one of them's a rootin' tootin' cowboy with a country song on his washboard, then the other one needs to become a rootin' tootin' cowboy on his washboard. And then once that first person gets it, they get to find a reason to leave. And then the second person comes in with a different character, and so on and so forth. We move forward. So I've got my 6 guys playing. Is there any 6 folks playing? Any out there who would like to join this trolley stop and come up with some really crazy characters? Cool, not seeing anybody. Let's get this party started. So I've got Mallory and Tim. I think they're going to be up here, right? And so Tim, you're entering. I will allow you to take it away.
Whew. Hey. What's hey. Pretty empty.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet in here.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you seen a bus coming around here?
Yeah, there is supposed to be a bus coming around here soon, I think.
Oh. Yeah. I might have left a bag over there. Could you grab? Yeah.
I'll go get that bag for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just didn't feel like getting it.
Hey! Oh my God!
Hello.
Did you see the flake that just dropped in here? Oh my God! I am so excited.
Which direction did it come in from?
Oh, it's so delicious! I just ate it. Oh my God! There's more flakes coming in here.
Oh dear. Okay. I got this one. Oh, God, I hit the head. Oh, I need to go to the hospital. I just hit the roof. Oh, I'll be back.
Oh no!
Hey, hi. Is this where you catch the bus to downtown?
Yes, coincidentally enough, this is exactly where.
Okay, because I've been living in my uptown world and I've never met a backstreet guy or a downtown man.
Wow, you really need to get out more. Oh, That reminds me, I've never met an uptown girl. I'm gonna go take the uptown bus.
Well, you've got one right here. Bye-bye.
Oh, I guess this is the trolley stop, huh? So I walk up to the trolley stop and there was just some guy sitting there.
Yeah, just like the sign says. This guy looked a little creepy and mysterious and apparently couldn't read signs.
I sure hope there's one of these trolleys going downtown. I'm not able to read signs and I was really hoping that he couldn't tell.
Hey, they go in all directions if you wait long enough. I thought this guy was going to be here a very long time.
Ugh, I could really get used to this place. I'm going to stay here as long as I can.
Well, hey, I hope you enjoy it. But here's my bus now. I was really worried that I'd never see this guy again, and neither would anyone else.
Hi, excuse me? But do you think that maybe I could sit in that trolley seat instead?
Hi. Excuse me. I'm kind of using that seat for my bag, so maybe you could kind of sit somewhere.
Oh, no, that's totally okay. That's totally okay. I totally understand. It's just, you're a little bit like wearing my color, and, one of us could go home and change, I guess.
Yeah, totally. I totally get what you're saying. I hear you, and we both kind of have this energy, and maybe one of us, maybe you could like tone down your energy because they conflicting energy.
Oh, no, I totally get it. I totally get what you're saying. Yeah, I understand you 100%. It's just, it's not every day that, I get to just, hang out at a trolley stop and run into my rival from high school.
Right. Years ago, now we're cool. Now everything's nice.
Exactly.
And I think that it's, maybe I should just go. Maybe.
No. I'm so glad that you're here. I haven't seen you in years, but
Yes.
Maybe
Seeing you.
Maybe we can get coffee sometime.
Oh,
I would love that.
Definitely, we should sometime. Just hit me up on my Facebook. I've got to go. There's a thing. I just remembered.
Of course. There must be something more important than me. You're right. Go for it. Go ahead.
And scene. All right. That was funny, but what's been mind melting me in the background is I'm watching a very strange Rhode Island weird connection as Corey's really good friend's mom is my old boss. Not quite sure how that just happened in a chat right there, but I was really confused and my head exploded and I didn't know what to do about it because I'm staring into the screen going, but that's Sean Jr. Why is that unnecessary? The people aren't supposed to be in the same places at the same time. This world is too small. So hello, old boss out there. You're awesome. And hello, Sean Jr. And hello, Sean. And Sean's wife. And back to Corey. And hey, you know what? It's a fam kind of night. But as great as that is, I hate to tell you, there's been a crime this evening. And that crime was actually perpetrated by Mallory. She's an evil, evil individual. We all knew this by how threatening she is when you come near her. Honestly, I've only spent time online with her, so I don't even know how tall she is. I'm guessing by the angle of her camera, like at least 6'3". So Mallory's going to go in the other room, into the breakout room where she can't hear us. And we're going to find out what crime Mallory created and where that crime happened and who that crime, who the accomplice for that crime is. My brain is still trying to catch up from melting. It's getting there. So luckily we have Candace, who's much smarter than I am. And she's going to be one of the two cops. Is there anyone who would like to be another cop for this situation, or detective. Elevate a detective. Sean, you're gonna give it a shot. How's your signal? We're always gonna play that game. Somebody get Sean. Let's see if his signal's working. Oh, he doesn't have a camera or a mic going on. No, not that Sean.
So he's trying to.
All right. So none of
trying to
those
volunteer
people. One of
Sean
my guys
Jr.
want to go. All right, one of my guys jump in.
I'll
I'm
jump
seeing
in.
like a whole fight of it. There's forced volunteering going on there. So, Amy wants to do it. Give it to Amy.
All right.
Somebody give it to Amy. All right, but folks, you are going to help me come up with a terrible, terrible crime here. So over in the chat, I would like something that has never been a crime ever in history, and it must involve something fluffy. So anything that's fluffy, put a crime in the chat, or you can put it out there on YouTube. We can see you guys out there too. The 5 of you guys out there, you can put it in the chat too. Something that has never been a crime ever in history that involves something fluffy. All right, and while you're doing that, can I get a place that has as many sharp objects as you can think of? Place that has as many sharp objects as you can think of. And then finally, could I get somebody famous during the Renaissance period? Somebody who's really famous during the Renaissance period. You know, it can even be an occupation, like a really cool occupation that only existed during the Renaissance, or I'll take a person as well. All right, so I'm going to take a look through and figure out what we've got as people there. You know what? It was really, really terrible that Mallory hugged a teddy bear. It was just absolutely awful that she did that. And she did it in a Kung Fu studio. She did it in a Kung Fu studio. And she, these are great, but you're on my team. These are all really great suggestions, but I need somebody who's Renaissance that isn't one of my players submitting. So they gave you some suggestions. I mean, I can take if anybody doesn't have an issue, but I don't want to be. Good to know, Jamal. Okay, all right. And the accomplice was King Richard. So let's go over that crime. Candace, you unmute yourself there and tell me, what was the crime?
All right, so we have some hardcore teddy bear hugging going on. So
Yes, and Amy, where did that happen?
In a Kung Fu studio.
Right, and who was the accomplice for this crime?
King Richard.
All right. I'll let you figure out which one of the Richards you want to go for, but if it gets there, she doesn't have to pick one of the exact numbers, or maybe it's a reference to the facility that has not paid advertising to us, so we don't need to promote them. So any of those will be fine. So if Ian, you don't mind going to grab her, and while we're grabbing her, one thing I need your help with out there is what we call thumbs up and claps. If Mallory's getting close, what you're going to do is you're going to hold the thumbs up really close to the screen so you can see it. Can everybody do that so we know you're not? All right, thumbs up, cool. And then if she gets it, you're going to go wild and clap. Now the thumbs up's going to help her if she's getting close so we can get there and we don't play this game until like next Tuesday. I know you love us, but a long weekend game is not our plan for this evening. So that is the plan. So you guys have this. No need to clear the chat because she can't see anything until she comes in the room. So make sure you don't put any answers in the chat from here on forward. But let's see if we can figure out what this criminal has done.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, how is it going? You guys want some snacks?
No.
You know,
Get over here. Sit down.
I would love some snacks, you know, the little tiny gummy snacks, but we are not gonna get all cute today. No, we're not gonna fall for your cuteness today.
But gummy bears, they're so little and delicious. Maybe to some people.
You got a little part of that right. But personally, I don't embrace them like you do. I'm not that keen to it, and frankly, I don't like that smooth texture.
Well, yeah, the little gummy worms, they like little snakes. You can just boop them on the nose.
Still gummy.
I kind of happen to like things with a little bit more filling in them, you know? A little bit more stuffing.
Stuffing, like Three Musketeers, like Snickers, the left Twix, right Twix war thing that's going on.
Something you can snuggle.
Something you can snuggle, like the little Snuggy Bear on my laundry detergent. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, snuggles.
Oh, let's build on that. Let's
Yeah.
build on that.
Yeah, laundry
We gotta
detergent.
build on this, you know? I don't quite understand.
Look, man, you gotta enjoy the forbidden fruit. Or not. Don't eat Tide Pods, kids.
No.
No.
We could get into all the different, you know, edibles, but we are not in that ballpark right now.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you were to snack on this, you'd be like picking fuzz out of your tongue for like weeks.
Because like the lint on dryer sheets.
Let's back this up here, because you know, I mean, some people like grams. Some people like want to see a little Roosevelt action happening, actually.
Yeah, I mean, teddy bears are great. Yeah, teddy bears,
they are.
They are.
And cuddly.
And you had to go tell them they were super great by
giving them a hug and telling them they're wonderful. Oh, this is so wholesome.
For now.
Yeah, you know, I was wholesome. So what?
But that, you know, in any other environment, you would have been wholesome. But people were fighting. Everybody was fighting.
I do not understand why you wouldn't kick it to the curb, you know?
Well, I mean, soccer is a fun time. The football, if you will. Maybe not. You know, so I'm not one of sports either. I don't know how they operate. Sport ball, not my thing.
It's not who judo, it's what judo.
Oh, karate, a little more of the martial arts. Yeah, you know, at the dojo with the teddy bears in Japan.
You know, it's a little bit more common, more of a commonly used phrase. Not necessarily the correct one here. We are talking about the commonly known, commonly used phrase.
Like kung fu. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Sorry,
I get
musical.
That's okay. I almost sang it earlier myself, so you're fine. But this is a location. This isn't just a sport.
So during a karate match?
No, you know, Dan. If it weren't what you mentioned, it could happen at a photographic one or a dance one, perhaps.
Oh, like one of the like recitals that they do to like show off their cool martial arts skills, and you go up the ranks in belts.
Like more of a classroom setting, really.
So like during karate class or during martial arts class? No, not really.
Let's go back.
I don't understand why this is so difficult. You've already said it.
You were fast as lightning earlier.
Oh, during kung fu class.
At the place where you would have that kind of class.
At a dojo. During kung fu class?
And in a layman's terms, location.
Rec center.
a photographic one, this is almost like $20,000 pyramid. I'm sorry. I did where you where I know in the past you've taken class for for the dance.
At a studio.
Yes, that word. So let's put this
Yes.
together to get that location.
So at a kung fu studio. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
We'll get the rest of this confession out of you yet.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Make
But
yourself comfortable.
yeah, it's not like you're gonna know who I did it with anyway. I mean, you won't know my accomplice.
You know very well who you did it with.
Yeah, sure I do.
You know very well. It's just like the fall, just like autumn, just in a realm that you know very well. You're privy to this.
Like like Ren Fair kind of stuff.
Oh, very specific because this is who you did it with.
Very specific. Well, Ren Fairs, they got this whole big thing. They got like the royal court, they got the villagers.
Yep. But we're talking a very specific individual.
A very specific individual.
One to people would think he owned the place, actually.
Oh, the king?
Oh, not just any king.
King Richard. Yes! It is King. Yeah, there's I think 11 of them now. Yeah. King Richard.
Could you please sign the confession?
Yeah. I hugged some teddy bears in a kung fu studio with King Richard.
Hey, she got it all. Lightning speed for Mallory. That's really great there. All right, folks. Thank you so much for that. You know what? Not only are these guys incredibly smart detectives, but they're also crazy good rappers, as you heard earlier in one of our segments. And right now they're going to show it off to you by playing a game called Bust a Rap. Bust a Rap's a game in which they are going to be doing a rap off with an A rhyme scheme, and then it's their job to keep that going. But if for any reason they don't make a proper rhyme, or they try to use some sort of proper noun that doesn't fit, or they use somebody else's answer, or I just don't like their answer, then I'm going to eliminate them, and we're going to find out who's going to be the last rapper. So the first thing's going to happen, all my guys are going to jump in, and then I'm going to take Corey. We're going to add him into there. And so all you guys are jumping in. Oops. I think I just removed somebody other than myself from the thing there. You may want to put yourself back in. All right. So I've got all my team in there. Last chance for anybody playing? Nope. Okay. So we're actually going to go in the order that everybody is on the screen as far as I can see, but you can tell me if that's the same. So I see Ian, Corey, Tim, Jared, Candace, Audrey, and then Mallory. Is that what everybody else sees too? Fantastic. So that's the order in which we're going to go in. If you're, muted when you go, then, they'll call you out for that too. And as you get eliminated, we will remove you from the screen, and then we'll see who's left in this scenario. So I'm going to need some words, folks. I am indeed. Can I get in the chat 2 or 3 letter words? 2 or 3 letter words over in the chat. And you can do that as well out on YouTube. Oh, I got one out there. All right, I'm going to use that suggestion. All right. So using off in the online, I can see that one. I'd like to use someone else. Oh, it's Chrissy. She said woo. So like woo. So Ian gets to start, and we're going to go ahead and go through that. Corey, you're second. Go.
Yo, when I have a good day, I say woo, boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick.
When I hear a cow, I say moo, boom, boom, ch, boom, boom, ch.
If I get hit by a car, then I'll woo, boom, boom, ch, boom, boom.
Put an airplane in the past so you can say I flew, boom, boom, ch, boom, boom, ch.
And in the line, I have to take off my shoe, boom, boom, ch, boom, 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 ch.
Looks like I've bitten off more than I can chew. Boom, boom, ch, a boom, boom, ch.
Around Halloween, a ghost will say boo, boom, boom, ch, boom, ba-dum-ch.
But I'll stick him down to the sofa with glue. Boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick.
I really want to have a nice delicious beef stew. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm not walking into that door. I'm gonna go through. Boom, 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 boom.
My favorite big deer is the caribou. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm gonna play him a song on my kazoo. Boom, 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 boom.
Ew, this is sticky. I think it's goo. Boom, boom, ch, a boom, boom, ch.
Man, I was so smart. I wish you knew. Boom, boom, ch, a boom, ba-dum-ch.
Better than a caribou is a kangaroo. Boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick.
You can all find me at a place called Waterloo. Boom, 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 boom.
So glad it's not toxic. This tasty glue. Boom, boom, boom.
Wait,
boom.
it tastes what?
It's tasty glue. It's not toxic.
No.
Ah!
No.
Oh, you didn't win.
I'm not going with that one.
You
Yeah,
didn't win
sorry.
this time.
All right. So Jared, that puts you up. I would like to actually see what happens if you guys use the word buy, B-Y. And Jared, you get to start that. Word buy, B-Y.
Oh, too easy.
Oh, when I go away, I say bye. Boom, 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 boom.
I guess I'm next. It's not the next guy. Boom, 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 boom.
I think I'm clever. I think I'm sly. Boom, boom, ch, a boom, boom, ch.
Making pretty colors with lots of dye. Boom, boom, ch, a boom, ba-dum-ch.
Can make about anything if I try. Boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick.
I don't want to hear you stalking. I don't want to hear. I want to see you. I want to see you pry. Boom, 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 boom.
If I was a pig, I'd live in a sty. Boom, 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 boom.
If I was a fox, I'd be pretty sly. Boom, 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 boom.
Don't ask me how and don't ask me why. Boom, boom, ch, a boom, boom, ch.
Man, guys, I'm gonna cry. Boom, boom, ch, a boom, ba-dum-ch.
From my big sandwich made on rye. Boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick.
Racers what they need to do in order to qualify. Boom, 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 boom.
You pronounce it brie, I pronounce it bry. Boom, 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 boom.
No.
I pronounce it bry.
You can pronounce it Brian all you want, but unfortunately the comment is not so. All right. So Corey, Candace, you know you're going after Corey right now.
Yes,
I will state that Corey said that one was too easy. So we'll make sure that Candace goes next and Corey can get set with the word cup. So Candace, you're going first. The word is cup.
Yo, I like to put some water in my cup. Boom, 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 boom.
I've loved my dog since he was a pup. Boom, boom, ch, a boom, boom, ch.
And I'll never give you up. Boom, boom, ch, a boom, ba-dum-ch.
My favorite coffee maker is a Krupp. Boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick.
But I like to eat food with some nice delicious ketchup. Boom, 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 boom.
When I eat dinner, I like to sup. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeehaw! Let's put the horse in the stirrup. Boom, boom, ch, a boom, boom, ch.
Wow, guys, we better step up. Boom, boom, ch, a boom, ba-dum-ch.
Because we gotta keep rhyming. Yup. Boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick.
I need some pancakes with some syrup. Boom, 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 boom.
And with my horse, I'm gonna gallop. Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, do you guys want to invest in my startup? Boom, boom, ch, a boom, boom, ch.
Oh, Mallory, so many of them were cheating by using hyphenated words that end in an up. There's so many you could have done.
Didn't want to cheat, though. I don't want to cheat to win.
Yeah, well. Audrey keeps looking down to the left at something, so. All right, so apparently Corey has found this too easy, so we need to make it more difficult on him. So I'm going to use the word pronounce. I'm going to start with the word pronounce, okay? The last one to make a mistake on that was Mallory, so that means Ian, you're next. Pronounce.
Yo and I rap I very carefully pronounce. Boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick.
When it comes to me, I don't want to denounce. Boom, 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 boom.
When I measure things, I measure in an ounce. Boom, 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 boom.
Candace took mine. I was gonna say ounce. Boom, boom, ch, a boom, boom.
Oh, sorry, Audrey. I'll make it in there. All right, so it's down to 3.
I've never made it this far.
Boom.
Milestone.
Yeah, Audrey. Down you go.
All right. So if Audrey gone goes back to Ian, and I see that Bree was an issue, so we'll go with what is it? Cambert?
Camembert.
Camembert? All right, we'll go with Camembert. Sure. Ian, that's you. We're rhyming with Camembert.
Yo, my favorite French cheese is Camembert. Boom, boom, chick, boom, boom, chick.
When it comes to me, I don't want to give paper a tear. Boom, 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 boom.
When I eat my burgers, I eat them rare. Boom, 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 boom.
Try to keep food from getting in my hair. Boom, boom, chick, boom, boom, chick.
I don't want to give you a nice, scary stare. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm gonna go hide in my lair. Boom, 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 boom.
Because with that stare, I'd get a scare. Boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick.
I also don't want to give you an intimidating glare. Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, stop! Look over there! Boom, 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 boom.
It's pretty big, perhaps more than I can bear. Boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick.
I don't even know where I'm going. I don't even know where. Boom, 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 boom.
Corey stole mine. I was gonna say where.
Oh.
So close. Personal best.
All right. So Ian, that runs to you again, and it looks like Jared's very upset about the cheese thing. So Ian will go with Parmesan as your rhyme set.
Yo, when I like a hard cheese, gotta be Parmesan. Boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick.
I have no idea, but I don't know where I've gone. Boom, 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 boom.
Wait for you to figure out to press a yawn. Boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick.
When it comes to, I don't want to see anything at the break of dawn. Boom, 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 boom.
Got me.
Oh!
Yeah!
Look
Yeah!
at that! Look
Boom!
at that! Corey, a winner at Buster Rap. Very nice, Corey. Nice job. All right, all right, all right. So on we move in there. If you're having a good time, folks, and we hope that you are, you can always let us know if we're worth it to you. And if we are, you can make a donation one of these 2 great ways: Venmo, Bring Your Own Improv, or PayPal, the BYOI, or go to a website, click on the button, and make a donation. It is a pay what you can show, so you're welcome to sit and watch it for free. But if you think we've got some value as artists, we would love any donations to help us heal to keep doing this. That would be fantastic. We want to, of course, thank. There is someone to thank out there. Hold on, I lost the thing, and it was supposed to come up, and then it went away. Yes, we want to thank Carrie Ann, as well as Kristen, as well as Sherry, for all your wonderful donations. And my phone is blowing up. That's crazy. Okay, so moving on from there. We're going to play a fun game we like to play called Revolver, in which we go through 4 different sets of scenes. What's going to happen is that we're going to have 3 of my guys playing and possibly one of you. So my guys are going to pop in right now, and I'm going to give each group a pairing. And then when I call out their number, that pairing is going to go ahead and play out their scene. And when I call to a different number, that pairing will then play out their scene. And if I go back to an original pairing, then that group right there will then have to pick up their scene where they left off. So I've got 3 of mine that are playing. So we'll pull those out now. Ian, Jared, and Audrey. And so what I need is one person who would like to go ahead and add this group. So for instance, in this scenario, Audrey and I would be one group, and Jared and I would be one group, and Jared and Ian, and so on and so forth. So let's see who's going to volunteer for this. Not seeing anybody right away. One of my guys just wants to jump in there. And we'll get this party started. So we're going to start getting get some suggestions out there. So what do I figure out? All right, there we go. I would like to know things that you've seen at festivals you've gone to. So go ahead, words of things that you've seen at festivals you've gone to, like maybe a Ren Fest or a concert or Woodstock. So put those in the chat. And your favorite things to do in the fall. Go ahead and put those in the chat. And whatever the color orange makes you think of, go ahead and put those in the chat, and we'll use those. To start it though, Mallory, no, Candace, is there anything on the board we haven't used?
I believe we have not used rockets enough. So
Rockets?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So my teams are Audrey and Jared, you're group 1. Jared and Mallory, you're group 2. Mallory and Ian, you're group 3. And Ian and Audrey, you're group 4. So basically you can see the groups that you're with. All right. So we're going to go with group 1 first. I saw in the chat, extremely loud people. As your suggestion, extremely loud people. Group number 2, your suggestion is rockets. Group number 3, your suggestion is pumpkin. Actually, based on something I saw, your suggestion is actually pickling pumpkin. I know it says picking, but I want to mess with it. So it's pickling pumpkin. And the last suggestion for Ian and Audrey is clown dogs. All right, so let's remind ourselves, and there it is. I'm getting the thing. Thank you very much for the donation from, you know what? It keeps telling Lori. Thank you very much for your donation, Lori. My phone is literally going crazy over here. It keeps clicking and letting me know. Group number 1, what's your suggestion?
Extremely loud people.
Which is ironic when Audrey's muted. She's a comedian. You like that? Group 2.
Rockets.
Group 3.
Pickling
pumpkins.
And group 4.
Clone dog.
Ain't nothing but a clown dog.
All right, group 1.
Would you please quiet down?
Oh, sorry about that. Just got some allergies.
We're trying to have a nice dinner here. I would really like it if you would stop like coughing and sneezing and all over the food.
Okay, it's other people are looking at us, sweetie. So if maybe you would consider the volume of your voice.
My dear, you're my wife. I care about you deeply. But the people are looking over here because you are making like nasally mucusy sounds while they're trying to eat.
Group 2.
All right. I think we've done the calculations correctly. I think this little model displays perfectly the scale for this rocket.
I think it's great. I love what we've done. But I kind of feel like we need to rely on luck that it doesn't catch on fire again.
Well, of course, luck that it doesn't catch on fire again is the main thing, especially with the budget cuts. We're kind of relying on cardboard and hot glue.
Yeah. And when the budget team was in here before and it caught on fire and you were like cackling as the wooden dummy was burning, I don't think we should do that.
Well, I always asked my dad if I was a pyromaniac, and he said, "You sure are, son."
Group 3.
Hi, Brian. You don't mind if I call you Brian? My name's Gordon, but you can call me Gord. Hi, Brian.
Gord. Yeah, that's me, Brian. How you doing today, Gord?
Well, hey, it's great to be here. This is the finest farm stand, I think, in the whole Tri-County area.
Well, I do take a lot of pride in my beautiful little farm stand here, pickling all sorts of fun vegetables.
Group 4.
Woof, woof. I am the one who will teach you how to juggle.
Well,
Be cute. Stand on the unicycle and say do 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 while you wag your tail.
all I can do is roll over.
Oh, well, maybe you can make that a part of your act. You see, we here at Barkley Circuses, we have a wide variety of talents that we have a need of. Perhaps you could play dead. This always in demand.
Group 1.
honey, sweetie baby, you know I love you, but people keep staring at us when you're blowing your nose.
Yeah, it's because you keep yelling at me when you say, I'm not going to bless you! I'm going to curse you!
Why would I bless you when you're shooting germs out at everybody? Nobody should bless that.
Group 3.
Well, this factory is very impressive. I think at this point you've got jars going out throughout the whole state.
Well, got to do the things you got for your family, Started as my little farm stand, but with all the support that they've given me, gotten it into this beautiful factory.
Well, Brian, you're just an entrepreneur, if I do say so myself.
Well, thank you very much, Gord. I really appreciate it.
Group 3.
We're still here, chilling at this pumpkin, beautiful, lovely factory that I built.
Group 2.
I respect you as a fellow scientist and all, but I think it's weird that you put gasoline on the dummy this time and just directly lit him on fire.
It's quite fascinating, really, especially since most of the budget was on those cool ballistic ones, so you can see all the organs start cooking. Pretty cool, Science is fun.
Group 4.
So if I put my head in the lion's mouth, he knows a trick too?
I'm sure that he does. We have room for all sorts of players here at Barclay Circus. And
I don't trust those cats, especially the big ones.
yes, well, let's just make sure that the lion isn't hungry by feeding him beforehand. Here, you can bring him his meal.
Group 3.
Oh. Well, Brian, I have to say, it's a fine, fine day when you become the first vegetable enterprise on the New York Stock Exchange.
I know, Gordon. I was really shocked myself when I saw my little company's name just chilling up there on the big New York stock board. Really just warmed my heart. Had to call my ma. She's always been a fan of vegetables and taking care of gardening.
Truly impressive how much you have achieved coming from such a modest patch.
Group 2.
Okay. New plan. You okay?
You lit me on fire! I am not okay! And then trying to have normal conversation? This hurts!
Group 1.
And why would you bring me to Olive Garden? How could you think that was a good idea?
And C. Right. Thank you guys so much. All right, we're going to move on to the last game you can volunteer for.
Whoops.
And scene, that's helpful too. Somehow I got muted. I hate when someone pushes the button. Okay, so we're gonna move on to our next game, which is gonna be the last game in which one of you guys can volunteer and play. The nice thing about this game is if you're ever worried about doing improv because like, oh my God, I wouldn't know what to say, this game is gonna help you out because we are going to tell you exactly what you can say. Because we're gonna give you one question and one statement, and you won't be able to say anything else but that. So let's see if anybody wants to play. Oh, looks like Jeffrey wants to play there. I think that's Walker, right? It's tough to remember it's Walker when it says Scott Jeffrey. If somebody can get me Walker. And I've got two of my folks playing, Mallory and Tim. And, we've had some fun stuff up there. You know what? If anybody ever goes to the dentist, what's a question the dentist might ask you? Put that over into the chat, and you can do that on YouTube if you want to. So question the dentist might ask you. And if you were making candy apples, what's something you might yell out so that you can get something done? Go ahead and put that in your chat. And if you were in a rocket ship and you're about to land on the moon, what would your first thing you'd say if you landed on the moon be? Go ahead and put that in the chat. And then what is a question you might ask someone who is on fire? You know, what might you ask them if they were on fire? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some of these here. So can I get those guys pulled up on the screen for me? I'll grab Walker, I think. Oh, there he is. All right. I need Tim, and I got myself out of there. Cool. Okay, so Mallory, you get to say whatever you want, right?
Yes, I hold the power to say what I want.
All right, cool. So Walker, your question is, why aren't you flossing?
Why aren't you flossing?
That is your question. All right. And Tim, your question is, are you cold?
Are you cold?
Yes, that's always the thing you'd ask someone if they're on fire. And your statement, Walker, is an apple a day.
An apple a day.
Yep. And Tim, your statement is it's lonely here.
It's lonely here.
Oh, no, I did not see that, Sean. Sorry about that. There are a lot of things that popped in that chat. Next week, though. All right, cool. So looking at that, let's get a recap there. Scott, Walker, your statement.
An apple a day? Is that
And
it?
your question?
Why aren't you flossing?
And your statement, Tim?
Are you? It's lonely here.
And your question?
Are you cold?
Okay. I need a department store that doesn't exist anymore, guys. Department store that doesn't exist anymore. Put that in the chat. Yes, you're right. It's Ames. You guys are working in an Ames department store 1 week before they close. That seems to be the theme tonight, is what restaurant or business is no longer in business. So an Ames 1 week before they close. Let's see what this, all these employees, they're only employees. No customers are in the store. Go ahead and start your scene.
Whew, that was another crazy day of going out of business sales. I don't know how we managed to do that.
It's cold. It's lonely here.
It's yeah, it is feeling lonely. All the empty shelves from the aisles, and we're not getting shipments in anymore.
Why aren't you flossing?
Well, I usually save that for at-home post-work, like brush my teeth and then floss there. I mean, I could bring it here. It's not like they really care anymore, so I could floss at work, but customers might not appreciate that.
It's lonely here.
Yeah, it is a little lonely here. If you floss too much, it's a little lonely because all the plaque and stuff, they can't be buddies with your teeth anymore, and that's how you get cavities.
An apple a day.
Yeah, but apples, they're got that good sugar for you. They give you a little boost. I keep a lot in my lunchbox. Usually when I come into work, there's one in there. Maybe for the last day, I could bring like a whole bag of apples. We could have them as like the end of store snack time.
It's lonely here.
It is lonely here. It's just the three of us running around this giant department store.
Why aren't you flossing?
Where I floss? I'm not flossing. I know it's this popular dance that all the kids are doing, but you can't make me.
Are you cold?
It is starting to get drafty in here, and I forgot a sweatshirt, so I'm starting to get a little cold.
An apple a day.
Yeah, an apple a day certainly will help you keep a little warmer. I mean, chew in, and if you get that little burst of energy to start running again, be nice.
Are you cold?
Yeah, I am pretty cold. Outside and inside. I mean, they didn't really give us much notice that they were closing, so haven't had much time to really find another place to go. I'm really gonna just miss this place.
It is lonely here.
Yeah, it is starting to get a little little empty. But, you know, we still got the three of us. And I mean, we've been here since day one, and we're going to close this store together.
Why aren't you flossing?
I'm not flossing. I'm not at the dentist. They can't tell me what to do. I know you are working really hard on that dentistry diploma for school, and you really want to make sure that we're all taking good care of our teeth. But I can't floss all the time.
It's lonely here.
Yeah, it is.
And scene. Yes, it can be very lonely in your teeth when you're not flossing. So keep in mind, keep your teeth company by shoving a piece of cotton in between them. That's how you keep things company. All right. Well, now that we have that lesson a day, let's move on to something we definitely don't want to say it again, a game called Say It Again, in which my team here is going to go ahead and wrap up with a final scene where some of them might come in and come out as the scene happens. But if any time during that game I yell out, say it again, they have to say something completely different. And then they have to make that sentence work in the scene. Now, if it's not completely different, or they're just rephrasing the same thing, or not actually making any huge changes, I'm just going to keep saying, say it again, just to torture them until they actually learn the rules of the game. This applies to, at least one of these cast members here. The rest of them are pretty good at it. So I'll let them decide. To get this started, Corey, I'm going to unmute you. What is something we did not cover enough of that you want to learn more about tonight?
I want to learn more about Kung Fu, please.
You want to learn more about Kung Fu. That's an
Yes,
important thing. All right. So in order to learn that, I think the best way to do that is to visit the food court. It is. So let's start over at the first restaurant in the food court, and that had Mallory and Tim at it.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, I mean, this place has become chaos recently.
I can't believe it. I've been, there's so many like adolescents like buying things.
I know. Where do they get this money from? Most of them are like 12.
I don't think they're working, and they're certain. Maybe they're getting good grades at school.
Say it again.
It's possible that they've been recycling cans for the last 3 months. I don't see any around.
Yeah, I mean, the recycling has gone up a bit. It could be the kids.
Yeah, that's I really value that, but like I can't get any more. I can't afford a lot of this mail because of that.
Yeah, there's just so much. It's gotten more expensive because those kids have been recycling cans.
Say it again.
Yeah, it is getting more expensive. That's the economy.
Say it again.
Not, dude. Prices are going down.
You know what? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm complaining. I love to do that at the mall.
And the other thing that people love to do at malls is where Candace and Jared were. We can let them pop in. And Candace and Jared were actually over in the arcade playing the new Dance Dance Revolution, that the only song stuck on the DDR was Kung Fu Fighting. And so they were stuck dancing to the same song, spending their money on that DDR of Kung Fu Fighting. Very actively dancing.
I don't really like cheese sticks very much. Fried mozzarella is good. Cheese sticks, not so much.
I really only like cheese and crackers,
I think people in general are way too strict on how they pronounce cheeses.
I agree. It's just ridiculous.
Right. Why have to be snooty about those French cheeses? I like a nice serving of brie.
I love brie too. I thought that's what it was called. It's not called brie?
Should be called brie. Also, I'm pronouncing it mozzarella from now on.
I'm going to call it Parmesan.
You know what? That is why you are my favorite Kung Fu Fighting Dance Revolution partner, because you know a good cheesy time when you see it.
Now, actually, what was another fight going on, because everybody needed to be some sort of fighting in here, over at the Burger King where Audrey and Ian were working, they were having big issues with the fact that Burger King was doing mozzarella sticks and brie sticks and Parmesan sticks. And so they were clearly realizing that this was not only an issue about what Burger King was doing wrong, but what was going wrong in their relationship.
I've been trying to stick with you. This is all a metaphor to me.
Oh, this is all a metaphor to you? Well, let me hear that when you spell the names correctly on the menu today.
You know, it's like I'm just sitting in oil, getting hotter and hotter.
Yeah, and now you're boiling over and everything's spilling out everywhere and it's just a huge mess that I have to clean up.
Say it again.
Well, now everything is just kind of curdling in on itself like a milk that's been sitting on the counter.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as far as I'm concerned, you're the cream of the crop.
Say it again.
Yeah, you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's just cheesy.
Say it
what we do
again.
to each other. Hey, the cows are coming. The cows are coming. I've seen them.
Wait, the cows are coming tonight?
There's this long line coming from the pasture. They must have heard about the Impossible Whopper and they're getting angry.
Now, this is the actual point that Candace and Jared, after being exhausted from playing the DDR, came up to order their version of the cheeses at the Burger King.
Hey, could I have a Impossible Whopper with Parmesan, please?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Hey, can I have a look at your various charcuterie?
Say it again.
Hey, do you have that book that I lent you 12 years ago?
Oh, yeah, so when you lent me The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt, I accidentally put it in the deep fryer.
You accidentally put a book in a deep fryer.
Hey, when it's fried,
We will never know. And see. Fantastic. Well, folks, we've learned about fighting. We've learned about cheese. We've learned about quite a bit this evening. And we hope you had a good time doing it. We've got our 9 o'clock show coming up right after this. And then next week, season finale. So we hope all of you come out to see us and send us off for the year, and we can end 2020. That's all I need to say about the end of that. So let's get ourselves out there and talk about this fantastic group we have here. We had all of you out there. Thank you so much. We had Corey, who was our fam. Thank you, Corey, for being our fam. If you do want to see more of us, you can hire us. We actually looks like we've got 2 shows potentially coming up here for the, on our break, where you can hire us to do a show. And people have done that, which is pretty cool. But one of those shows might have one of these fantastic cast members in it. It could be Mallory.
Yeah, it could be me with my retail job during the holidays.
It could be Tim.
It could be me with my jobs during the holidays as well.
It could be Candace.
Hey, would you like some Parmesan?
It could be Ian.
Come on, dead ringer for Christy Brinkley, right?
Jared.
Always the bridemaid, never the bride.
And Audrey.
I promise I won't deep fry a book ever again.
My name's Daniel. Thank you very much. And